Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We've got some breaking news right off the bat at the top of the broadcast. You may have heard this today. The Browns have, and GM John Dorsey have hired offensive coordinator Freddie Kitchens as the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. And we'll talk more about that later in the broadcast. We have an NFL divisional playoff preview for you today in today's broadcast. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who did the Philadelphia Eagles draft with the second overall pick in the 1999 NFL Draft? I'll have the answer later in the broadcast. Well, it's time for an NFL divisional playoff game preview. That are coming up this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts will square off at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The big question is, can the Colts continue to dominate the playoffs against the teams with a winning record? I feel that Andrew Luck and the Colts will play a good game against the Chiefs on Saturday, but the Colts are really going to have their hands full with Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes II and the Chiefs offense by far. And as you may recall, the Chiefs have faltered in the playoffs in past years. And the question is, what will it take for a Chiefs victory? I feel the Chiefs are going to have to, for the Chiefs to get the win in this game, their defense is really going to have to step it up, as well as the offense, and stop the Colts' hard running game. And also, they need to have a good running game and passing game as well. And we'll see what happens on game day on Saturday. Kickoff is at 4:35 on NBC. The Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams will square off at LA Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. A lot of sources and fans are saying that Cowboys are going to shock the Rams in this game. And this is going to be an exciting game against the Rams and Cowboys. A lot of fans are really excited about it. But I feel the Rams are going to have the edge in this game, hands down. And I do believe that the question is, can Dak Prescott deliver another fantastic game performance? And I believe Dak Prescott will deliver, along with the rest of the Cowboys team, another fantastic performance in this game. But I feel that the Rams offense is going to explode and really take this game and win and get the win and move on to the NFC Championship. The Rams are 7-point favorites to win, which means the Cowboys are the underdogs in this game. Now, the big question is, can the Cowboys pull off an upset over the Rams in L.A.? I say the Cowboys come ever so close, but the Rams will prevail in this game. But we won't know what will happen until game day on Saturday. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. on Fox. The Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots will square off at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I feel the Pats are going to have the edge in this game, no doubt about it. But the Chargers have faltered some, and they got lucky last week and beat the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC wildcard game. But Phillip Rivers on the Chargers offense and defense will really have to step it up big time if they want to have any chance to beat the Patriots at all in this game this week. Sources are saying that this is Phillip Rivers' time to shine, but I'm not so sure that's going to happen. The Pats are 4-point favorites to win this week's game, against the Chargers, and they have struggled in the playoffs in past years. The Chargers have struggled in the playoffs in past years because of their stingy defense, and it needs to be ready for the Pats on Sunday. Now, Phillip Rivers is really going to have his hands full with Tom Brady and the Patriots, and I feel I feel, and I know Boomer Esiason of CBS feels that the Patriots are going to win this game hands down, as do I. And we won't know. We'll see and find out what happens on Sunday. Kickoff is at 1:05 p.m. on CBS. And the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints will square off at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. And this is one game I can't wait to see. This is going to be, an exciting game between the Eagles and the Saints. And even though the Saints are 8-point favorites and the Eagles are huge underdogs, I feel the Eagles are going to have the edge in this game by far and get the win on the road and move on. Now, one of the key matchups to watch for in this game against the Saints and the Eagles this week, and the Eagles this week is Eagles quarterback Nick Foles and Saints quarterback Drew Brees. Both quarterbacks have dominated in the regular season, and Drew Brees has set numerous amount of records. And the Eagles got slaughtered against the Saints in their last meeting, 48-7. Now the Eagles are a different team in the playoffs, and that's why I feel the Eagles are really going to get the win this game and have the edge in this game by far. Although, even though the Saints are playing at home, it's going to be close. And Eagles wide receiver Avonte Maddox is healthy again from his injury, and he will play in the game on Sunday. And the Eagles' run defense is another key matchup to watch for against the Saints' run defense in this week's game. Both the Eagles and Saints have a tight run defense, so expect this game to come down to the final seconds to see which team gets the win and moves on to the NFC Championship. Kickoff is at 4:40 p.m. on Fox, and I feel my prediction is the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game, and the LA Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. And we're going to get back to talking about the Browns' new head coach, Freddie Kitchens, in just a moment. But first, it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who did the Philadelphia Eagles draft with the second overall pick in the 1999 NFL Draft? And if you said Donovan McNabb, you are correct. Looking to improve their quarterback position, the Philadelphia Eagles drafted Syracuse quarterback Donovan McNabb with the second overall pick in the 1999 NFL Draft. McNabb would start the season as a backup, but he got his chance the second half of the season. Helped the Eagles finish on a strong note, winning their final two games. In 2000, McNabb's first full season as a starter, the Eagles complied an impressive 11-5 record, receiving their win-loss ratio from the previous year. And there's the previous year. And I will have another trivia question on my next broadcast, which will be on Saturday and also on Sunday for the AFC Divisional Playoff pregame and postgame shows that I will have, and so stay tuned for that. And so stay tuned for that. Now, getting back, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Browns and GM John Dorsey have hired offensive coordinator Freddie Kitchens as the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Kitchens worked in Dallas with the Cowboys in 2006, and then worked under Bill Parcells, I think with the Jets. I can't remember. Check me if I'm wrong. And then he worked in Arizona with the Cardinals until 2018 as their tight ends coach and their running backs coach and special teams coach as well. And I thought this was a great move by Dorsey and the Browns. Kitchens is too valuable a part of this team to let go. And Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield, whose passing game really shot up and running game shot up this season, and running back Nick Chubb played a factor in Dorsey's decision. To hire Kitchens as the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. As I said, this is a good move by the Browns, and I feel this team now has a bright future ahead in coming years. And I really feel that way, and I know the Bull and the Fox agree with me, who are 92.3 The Fan, and also Baskin and Phelps on 92.3 The Fan as well. And, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. And I'll be back with the AFC and NFC divisional pregame and postgame shows on Saturday and also Sunday as well. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.